My food arriving 20 minutes late. And we're here for the season finale for CDR C3. And I have Scotty1597 with me today, as Dan has unfortunately gotten a puncture. It is his commentary debut, so be kind to him. Anything you want to add there, Scott?
Yeah, no, thanks for that, Kieran. Yeah, no, it's interesting because I'm always on the other side of the screen on this, always racing. Always thought of giving comms a go, but you know, it's a confidence, you know, knowing what you're talking about. But no, it's hopefully today's been a good race to the final race. I mean, on Friday for our race, it was quite interesting. There was a lot of battles, including myself. Hopefully today brings the exact same.
Yeah, Brazil always throws up a good race, regardless of where, of what sort of tier it is or anything like that. And especially qualifying, it's just genuinely a fun place to be. I did see before I disappeared for 10 minutes that Hound had been disqualified for blocking in the pit lane. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Yeah, I didn't see that happen. I saw him come out the pit. I went to jump on board with him and it was disqualified. Don't know if he crossed the lines, but then even if you cross the lines, you don't get disqualified. You just get a warning or a penalty for that.
Yeah. It's one of those weird ones that he just seemed to have got disqualified for out of the blue, and I'm not quite sure why, but so we've got Paranoid in the comment section saying it's going to be drive for the race but rain in Q2 and Q3, which means that everybody will get free tyre choice when it comes to the start of the race.
See, and I always find that interesting because you always sit there and you think to yourself, do you compromise quali and go for the dry setup, or do you adjust your wearing as well and compromise yourself during a race? You know, it's a 50-50 whether you want to take pole and hopefully try and defend everyone off as you continue your laps.
But during a wet Q2, there's no need to do that because you just get free tyre choice anyway. If it's a dry start to the race.
It's true, but it depends on who you're fighting for the pole position, I suppose.
Yes, it does. If my memory serves me correctly, the McLarens of King of the Hills and Sociopath need to keep themselves 46 points clear by the end of today to have secured the constructors. As it is the season finale, anything above 46 points, they will have just clinched the constructors. Sociopath already been the tier 3 champion this season, looking to secure the double for the drivers and constructors.
I'm just looking at the constructors now. What's also going to be an interesting battle with Aston Martin and the Williams. 6 points separate them two for 4th and 5th. And same again with the Ferrari and Mercedes, 7th and 8th. There's 2 points between them two.
So still a lot to play for, even if it's not constructors champions. It's still bragging rights.
Yeah, I mean,
into next season.
I mean, I'm just looking through the driver standings now, and if you look from even from 2nd all the way down to 10th, there's a lot of battles going on. A lot of people within 5-6 points of each other at the moment.
So still plenty of opportunity for people to move up and down, moving at the end of today.
I didn't even see that, but Quality Boy's gone in with a 107. First one to break the 108 mark.
Took me until Q2 on Friday to break into the 107.8s.
Yeah. I mean, even myself, I mean, I think I got into the 107 Q1 and Q2, and the Q3 I couldn't break the 107 mark. It was same lap, same lines, and just couldn't push that mark.
Moving into Q3, I actually adjusted my differential and my brake bias.
Yeah,
which helped me gain 3 temps.
I remember you saying that for if you've got you haven't got a grip, because I was going out on the softs, and we on low fuel modes on the softs. The rear for me was kicking out quite a bit. Increased that differential, and decreased it, and yeah, it pushed me to that 107 mark, but could never find it again.
It is one of those that Q1 is just finding your feet. Q2, getting through is the key objective. And then Q3 is where it is all guns blazing.
I'm on board with Richie, see what he can do as he comes up to the line. He's done a 108.8, so that's to put him in 11th.
I wouldn't expect anything more than what QT's, well, keyboard's done so far for the remainder of the qualifying in Q1 and maybe Q2. I think that may be the benchmark for Q1 and Q2, but after that, in Q3, it could be a completely different ball game. As I'm just on board with Guitar Maniac, yet to set a lap. Just coming round turn 4 and 5.
I'm on board with Osso Bosso, and it looks nice and tidy street there. He's coming up to the last corner.
I'm not sure if Paranoid has retired from this session or DNF'd from said session, but he is not entirely safe where he is.
Oh no, Osso Bosso is going into the pits.
Guitar is on for a seriously good lap here. I think he's going to be around about a 108.1.
I mean, I remember, I think Guitar, he joined last season at the end of it.
109.3.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, it was on the last game, but he had quite a good speed on last game.
Guitar Maniac is one of those guys that is ridiculously quick. He's just been unfortunate this season. And he has actually commented saying shake and bake like he normally does. He has been quiet for the last few weeks. If nobody's seen that film, Ricky Bobby, the Talladega
Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake.
That's where it's from.
Classic film, that. But then any film with Will Ferrell is a classic film.
I disagree strongly, but that's a conversation for another time. And let's see who else is on a natural lap. Aiden Gray is actually on a lap. He just did improve his previous best, but has invalidated the next lap.
So I just had a look. Hound, he said that he came out of the pits, another car into him, and then his car moved into the wall and boom, disqualified.
Sorry, Steve, I shouldn't laugh at that, but that is your luck all over, mate.
I mean, Hound's another one. I mean, he told me that he's had, I think he's had more DNFs than he has finishes in Tier 3, but I mean, when he was there for Tier 2...
Always a solid performance.
Yeah, I mean, I think out of nearly more or less every race he's had a podium. And
I think it's a top 10, not a podium. I think he's grabbed 2 podiums this season.
Yeah, how many races? I mean, I know. I mean, I'll be honest. When I'm on track racing, I don't really pay attention to anyone around me.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Yeah, I just. I mean, I could say the same about you. With your diaphragms, and Gameful's looking to set a fast lap here. Looking to hopefully just secure his place.
Gameful?
Yeah, Gameful odds. He's 8th place and he's still out again.
Brazil is one of those tracks though that you do need to go out and secure lap after lap in quali just to get used to it for the race. Whatever you do guys, do not wait fuel for 37 laps because you will run out of fuel pretty much 2 laps from the end of the race.
Yeah, I mean, anyone listening, I'll be honest, I set my, I didn't even change my fuel, and I think I was still like a lap or 2 laps above the target.
Dan set his to 37.6, and I set mine to, sorry, he set his to 36.7. I set mine to 37. I ran out of fuel, he didn't.
Interesting. Aiden must be listening to your advice about track awareness and getting you to the track. He's out looking to take quality boy.
So Guitar Maniac has said that he had his ERS off.
That would explain because I was watching him and he looked pretty clean through every corner. And there's Richie is out looking to try and get into the top 15.
Yep, just leaving pits now in that hideous Williams. Mechanical has just said he just can't set a lap. That might be because you set like 200 laps of practice during the race, during the week.
over practice, always a problem. Because
Yep.
you get too confident with yourself and you think, you know what, I know all the corners. That's what I used to do, and then now I just literally have about 2 practice sessions a week before the race and just wing it. Hope for the
No,
best.
no, Scott. What you do is you have a couple of practice sessions. You steal someone else's setup, and then claim it's your own setup when it goes well. And when it goes badly, you blame the person that actually created the setup.
Well, Brazil was different this time because I actually stuck to a balanced setup and actually adjusted it myself, which I'm proud of. I mean, I'll be honest, I only adjusted the wings, I left the cambers as they were.
Of course. Social Path is just starting his lap. Let's see how he gets on. As King Lotman's down on his lap, so there's no point double checking on how he's going to get on.
Richie in Red Bull is invalidated. Is he got enough fuel in the tank to get another lap around?
Where's Arso's fan base today? I love Arso's fan base. So Arso Bosso Weekly has a fan base that just like gets involved and cheers him on.
That's nice to see. I mean, you know, CDR getting out there.
Yeah, it's good fun because they keep me amused for the most part.
But, oh no, Richie's gone. Is Richie gonna have enough time to go in the pits and get back out?
Need about 4 minutes to get into the pits and out again.
I've got a yellow sector. That doesn't tell me how much.
That's
yeah,
sector 2. That is a slow-moving McLaren.
Alright, so Richie is gonna be out, I'm afraid. Colin on his. It doesn't say he's on a out lap, so no, Colin has invalidated. So that could be Colin dropping out.
Where he is on track, I believe he's got enough time to get round.
Yep, he's going through the final few corners.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't invalidate his next lap, he should be okay. King Luckman's pulled into the pits. So I'm going to ride on board with Mechanical for the next lap.
Yeah, but I'm watching him as well because it's basically all eyes on him whether he can put Paranoid down.
He could knock Paranoid out. He could knock a few people out here.
That's what I find interesting as well. People that retire early, you know, they think they set a lap that's going to save them, but
all he's got to do is find a couple of attempts.
Yeah.
Which around Brazil is a lot harder, a lot easier said than done.
Yeah. I think the only way that you can get your couple of attempts up is if you made an area in your previous lap. As it goes into the
or you've outbraked yourself into one of these tight, twisty hairpins.
Yep. Which the entrance to that right you do at the top of the hill, so easy to carry yourself further than what you want to do on the braking.
After you come out of the double right-hander at 5 and 6.
And he's 3 tenths down, so let's see what he can do. Coming into the final little corner. CDR active.
Gave the pit lane entrance a really wide berth. P16.
Just not enough. Close,
half a tenth between him and Richie.
Yeah. So did Pano retire or did he crash? Because
yeah, Tim, if you don't mind telling us, how did you actually crash out? Because I did miss it.
Colin said that he didn't retire, but there's 2 Collins in there.
Yeah, you've got Mechanical, which is Colin Spencer, and then you've got Teabag, which is Colin Bay.
Ah, yeah, so Colin Bay, sorry, I wasn't on about you, Teabag, I was on about Mechanical, mate.
Which we have lost from Q1. Paranoid as he crashed out. Mechanical, King Luckman, who for some reason is racing under the Pakistani flag. Even though he is a Chelsea fan. Richie D, Barkman Do.
Oh. just for that, just for being a Chelsea fan, I think I found my driver of the day. which remember a few years ago, Racing Point had the Chelsea on the side of their car, the badge.
Yes, I do.
A few years. Alright, so let's see who's first out. It's always interesting to see who goes first out of the pits.
And in Q2 it's normally not me.
Yeah. See, what interested in Q2 is, you know, 9 out of 10 times everyone goes out on mediums, but Quality Boy must have looked at car race and followed everyone else and gone out on the softs. Because on Friday everyone going out on the softs forced me down to the car for mediums.
I did actually get through on the mediums, but I went out and did another lap on the softs just to be on the safe side.
And they've all come out. Everyone has all come out after Quality Boy, which is going to be interesting to see if there's anyone gonna hold anyone back for the next lap.
Yeah, they've all come out very close together.
Just on board with the Ferrari of Dan, CDR Ninja.
Baby Dan.
Baby Dan.
He's gonna hate us for that by the end of next season.
Yes.
Because even when Dan, as in CDR No Fandango, isn't around, he still gets referred to as Baby Dan. Like, I will DM him and it will just be Baby Dan. That's how I will start the message.
So it looks like Osso Bosso is first to start his laps.
So we'll ride on board with him for this laps until he either invalidates or sets the first time with Q2.
Setting a base mark off for everybody.
Yep, there's about half a second between the mediums and the softs.
What's interesting is the Alpha Tauris are behind each other, one are behind each other. Are they looking to get a split stream for each other or what?
That they could do,
Aiden.
But to do that and actually pull it off at as a track as tight and twisty as Brazil,
I'm watching.
Takes a lot of coordination.
Well, I know all about that, especially Baby Dan if he's watching. The last season brings back a few memories teaming up with him. But it does look like that teabag is slowly catching up to the back of Aiden. So 1088.
Then to be beat by Reggie.
Yeah.
Which is half a second quicker immediately.
Yeah, teabag. I mean, I don't know if he got that split stream. He was getting close. Or whether he was just riding in the dirty air or not. Kane Lowry with a 1087, Jackie a 1086.
Then the medium runners, Ninja with a 1083.
Yeah. Baby Dan.
Not to show any favoritism, but Baby Dan, get in there.
Yes, no, Baby Dan was on the back of the Red Bull. It did look like as well. Again, whether he was oh wait, is that rain coming down on the screen? Yeah, that is rain, and Quality Boy the last to set the lap, so is that gonna have effect on him? He is on the
I wouldn't believe so, because track evolution.
Yeah. So as he comes through the final corners, what's this gonna do?
He set the pace in Q1.
Oh no, he just nearly lost it. He nearly lost it. I think this could be, unless he can get another good lap in, that could be Quality Boy's qualifying over.
He's got plenty of time to get back to the pits and get another lap.
Oh no, he's gone straight out. He must have 2 laps of fuel, but his rear end is sliding a bit all over the place. Oh, and he's just cut the grass. I don't know how he did not invalidate that lap.
Me either. That was an audacious line.
That was. And he's see, that's another thing as well, how he just rode the curb there. I found that line there can make or break your lap, and there's puddles forming. Oh no, and he's lost it.
It started to rain.
Yeah.
Forgot that rain was coming in Q2.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying at the end of his race. It was raining on my screen. That's what I was saying. If he's got enough time to get around the track before that rain actually comes down, and DRS is now disabled.
So yeah. Unless he gets into the pits and does a soft time now.
I don't think that.
It looks like it's a little bit too wet now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say even on the mediums, the rear cannot hack it at all, and he should be going back into the pits as he does. So could this be Q2?
Teabag had said it was raining midway through his lap. So anybody that set a lap time after Teabag crossed the line got affected by the rain.
Yeah, and now like I say, the rain. I'll be honest, in tier 2 we don't really get much rain. I think we might have had about a couple laps in quali.
That was it, France.
Yeah. Nah, pretty sure it might have. I think it might have been Spa. There was one where literally like it was the first lap it started raining, so I think everyone literally blitzed out the pits just to secure a dry lap.
Yeah, I remember that, and then it didn't actually end up raining.
There is a car out on pit. There's an Alpha Tauri, Aiden coming out
on Inters.
Oh,
hey Harry, nice for you to join us. Chloe's just said best of luck everyone tonight. Nice to see Chloe still getting involved even though Dan sat on the side of the road with a puncture. Which could have happened to a better person. Just wish that half of his races this season had ended up in a puncture. There we go. T-Bag's just corrected me. It was colder where it was supposed to rain in Q2 and it didn't.
That's it, yeah.
So everybody jumped out and went and set laps.
On mediums just to get a lap time out. And Aiden Gray testing out the units for us, and I think that could be the Mercedes of Quirty Boy. Yep, he's out to try and set a lap. It's just gonna be hard to do something better than a 109 on Inters, let alone a wet track.
I was lapping in the 118s in the wet. As in the wet, you do lose between 10 and 15 seconds.
Yeah.
You just can't get the power down as smoothly. So you do lose a considerable chunk of time. So as it stands, I would say that we've lost Teddy Henke, Sociopath, Cutie Boy, and King of the Hills. Pit stop strategy, Colin, that is down for you to determine, as you're the one racing today.
I have, you know what, if Kieran don't want to spill the beans, there is an interesting strategy you can do, which Luke did do. Said he Luke PSN, he went out and he done soft hards. And it did pull off for him. I think at the end of the race he got into an incident with Aviac. I think at one point he was 4th or 5th before that incident happens. It's a solid thing, but you do lose time with them hards after they wear out when everyone's going to be coming out on the softs.
You lose time on them in the beginning until they wear in, is what you mean?
No, he was saying on our hards, he was saying that when they were fine for the first few laps, got better, then he was saying that at the end of it, he was just felt like the car was just not performing in the corners as what they should do.
Normally they wear in, not wear out.
Yeah. But then again, it could be the track. It can be the track, or it could just be just how he races. He might have just pushed them tyres to the point of. I think he pitted lap 15, so he would have done at least the 20-21 laps on them.
Because I did 17 laps on myself and it was fine.
Yeah, I only pitted because I saw Dan ahead of me pitting, and it gets you thinking, if the leader's pitting now and and you're just about catching up to him, is he going to be faster on his outlap?
So Dan only pitted because he realised that Harry was dropping off and Harry had pitted. It turns out Harry had fuel problems and controller issues.
Yeah, because I was trying to battle him down. I got pushed out to the start at the start of the race, and I could see Harry was at one point, I think, first or second with Dan, and I was just caught up in traffic. And then I saw Harry literally go from like 10 seconds to like 4 seconds in one lap, and I was like, I'm not that fast. I thought he might have spun, and then that was it.
Teabag, he also held up Harry. I think we all held up Harry at one point. I even held up Scott because he tried to lap me, so I put my foot down and drove away from him.
Well, I tell you, one thing that you did that did annoy me, was before you went into the pits, or coming up to that little bend before the corners, I went on the outside of you, and I did notice you were pushing me off the track a little bit just to go back in the pits. Which was one of the cause of my my first warning. And
how was I pushing you off the track when I was ghosted?
No. This was at the start. This was when you had your wing damage, I believe.
Ah, right. Yeah. I was trying to let you pass, but I physically couldn't turn.
Yeah, because I generally thought I hit you because 1 minute you were next to me, and the next minute I'm trying to bout you to get back on track, and you disappeared. And I'm like, oh, please don't tell me I actually hit Kieran. And then like when I went back onto the stream and watched it back, it was like me and you were like tyre to tyre, and you eventually went off into the pits.
Yeah, Friday. I pitted because I got wing damage after someone tried to go around the outside of me and push me onto the inside curb, which probably like made me spin into the barrier. And then as I came out the pits after replacing said wing, I took the pit lane limiter off, didn't even hit the accelerator, and the car just decided to snap left and go into the pit wall.
I saw you go off into the track because I think it was about 4 cars behind you when it happened.
Yeah, I was like, and then it reset me to the track.
And as Lurchy says that Harry has got promoted to tier 1.
Yeah, Teabag, you are right. My race was that bad. You actually did lap me because I ran out of fuel.
Yeah, I think I lapped you 2 or 3 times that on Friday.
You lapped me once.
No. I lapped you twice. I went past you twice.
On track, you lapped me once. Being in the pit, you lapped me twice.
It still counts as being lapped twice, Kieran.
My race was terrible.
You know what the thing is this track here reminds me a lot of Portugal, Portimao when we've done it, because there's not a lot of room for error.
And as soon as you have a wing change, you lose like half a lap.
Yeah, and you're gone. There's no. The only thing that can save you on this is a safety car, which I'm surprised because I'm pretty sure that's the first race we've done without a safety car.
This season, yeah.
Yeah.
I was begging for one at one point.
I was as well, because I realised that when we went on to the mediums, I was slowly catching Dan, and I was thinking if there's a safety car, then it could be a battle for P1 for me, but that safety car never came.
Yeah, I was out of fuel by like lap 13. I was on minus 1.46 laps by lap 13. And then I was begging for a safety car there and then, just like, please just give me the safety car so I can like recoup some of this fuel. And it just never came.
Silent Ninja gives us a little evening, lads.
My phone's just decided it wants to throw out the
Who's that out in the McLaren?
YouTube comments. So let me find it again.
Okay, there's a car out on track that looks like a Mercedes that's gone off track, and for some reason it doesn't want to let me watch.
That is a McLaren.
So, yes, McLaren, sorry about that. Sorry, I was watching the...
which looks like it is sociopath.
who suddenly retired because his class has disappeared. So it looks like we are going to be losing King of the Hill, Teddy Hanking, Sociopath and Quirty Boy. That is...
let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna get the stream back up as my phone's just decided it doesn't want to actually, you know, play it anymore.
Yeah, Paranoid just said he retired on track.
Wait, Paranoid retired on track?
No. Whoever was in that Mercedes, not Mercedes, sorry, McLaren. Someone said that Sociopath is trying out the soft, so it might have been Sociopath that retired.
As long as one, there's nobody else on the track to have the lap impeded.
Which is interesting because didn't you say that McLarens were fighting for championship and they're both out Q2?
Yes.
That is going to be interesting for King of the
But
Hill.
all they need to do is all they've got to do is score points.
Secure 44 points.
Yeah, like, if the Alpines get a 1-2, then all the McLarens need to do is score a point.
See again, this brings me back to my season Mondays with Dan in the Mercedes. We were finding off the teammates again. It was Game for Logs and Paranoid. Come down to the final race, and I think there was like 5 points between us. And I think we were battling for second place.
Yeah, behind King of the Hills, who King of the Hills
with the
had
Red
a great
Bull and
season
also
one.
Bosso. Yeah. I mean, I tried to get the comeback on him, but I think I started my comeback too late in the season. And they got to the last race.
Your comeback came up way too late, a bit like LeBron's hairline.
Literally.
But it was a valiant effort, and you did get a lot of praise for it.
That was Jackie that just lost the wing. I think he might have got too much power down the rear, kicked out and shot him off.
He has lost an end plate.
Okay, I cannot see. I'm so used to changing the settings, so camera type.
So,
I can't see. I cannot see what he's actually done to the car.
The McLarens have just said they need 7 points if the Alpines get P1 and P2.
Sure.
So they need P9 between them.
I am on board with Ninja because he looks like he's going to be the one to set the benchmarker.
And
it's not, sorry. No,
yeah.
it's not.
No,
it's Jackie. No, it's not Jackie because he's going into pits. So now it looks like an Aston Martin of
Kane Lowry. Those, sorry, hiccups. Those season finale helmet from Baby Dan, which is a surprise.
Yeah, I even done my own little CDR edition. I mean, it looks like that Kane Lowry is rocking a gold and green one there. The same can be said for Richie and Williams. Baby Dan's gone with green and red.
Yeah.
Even Please Teabag me's gone for one, and Game for Lords, I don't think he has. I saw a bit of blue in there, but no, it doesn't look like it. So
I'm just on board with Kane Lowry, just watching his lap. My God, I've got hiccups. I'm so sorry, guys. Anybody that is listening to this and just hearing me hiccup, I am so sorry.
It's alright, because it's actually better than hearing you talk. Alright, so
fill in whatever choice of expletive you want.
Yeah. Teabag has done a 17-4,
so Teabag
clear of Ninja.
It would meant in the kindest way possible to Teabag. It would be a genuine surprise if we see Teabag take pole, but it would be thoroughly deserved.
Yeah, I mean, the Kane Lowry just came out a 17-6. And who's that in Williams? That's Richie. In Williams, what can he do as he crosses the line? He's looking on for a 1:17.65 for core. 0.02 seconds splits Richie and Dan.
Not a great deal in that lap time, is there?
And it looks like Dan's coming around again to do another lap. Is he gonna go in the pits or?
Nope.
He's...
Richie D's just retired from the session.
And Ninja, there we go. Ninja has got pole.
Provisional pole.
Nope. Provisional pole.
Richie D's dropped it. Do you know where? At turn 4.
Turn 4. Ooh. And
T-Bag
has took back his provisional pole.
And then dropped it at turn 1.
And it looks like a...
Richie D, I can confirm, damage is on. At least, Richie, the furthest down you're going to start is P9, so...
So it looks like next one across the line will be Gainful Odds. In the Williams, what will he do?
In the Alpine.
Alpine... So I'm trying to put my phone on, controller on charge and look at the same time I saw a hint of blue. And as he comes...
Colin, that corner is turn 4.
And Gainful Odds stays where he is, 4 temps ups. See, I'm looking on Gainful and it looks like the track is drying up.
Again, not to have any bias towards any driver, but I can't think of a driver more deserving of a season finale pole than T-Bag. The poor man has spent 2 seasons crashing out and has finally hit a good run of form.
And Jackie in the Alpha.
It would be a nice way for him to cap a decent season off.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of them things, you know, it's, as you say, you know, if you haven't done a good season in Stars Race, you've got everything to fight for, you know, whereas, like, I believe that, you know, Socio Path has the same as Dan, you know, last race you won a championship. There's not much you can race for, you know, you can race for a win, but it's, all you want to do is extend your points. Yeah,
it's just adding another W to the right column.
Yeah, it's the same as if I mean, if I have a look on the standings, bear me 1 second, you know, it's the same as...
Scott in Tier 1. Who moved up from Tier 2 and ended up winning the double drivers and constructors in Tier 1.
Which I think the only other person to do that was King of the Hill last season in the Red Bull.
Yes, because the drivers last season and the constructors were 2 different winners for the other 2 tiers.
Yeah.
If my memory serves me correctly. No, because the McLarens won it in Tier 3 and Tier 2 because of Quick Killer in Tier 2, and I think Avi was also his teammate, so took the constructors for McLaren in Tier 2. King of the Hills and also last season in Tier 3 for the McLarens. Sorry, for the Red Bulls. So, and then Tier 1, I can't quite remember.
Sorry to stop you there, I didn't even realise Guitar Manic has split Dan and T-Bag.
And that is not a... The thing is, T-Bag is half a second quicker than everybody else.
Yeah. Like I said, again, T-Bag, like I said, he comes out, I've seen him in Tier 2, and I've seen him have a lot of pace in Tier 2 to keep up with us boys, you know. And I think Tier 2 is that place, you know, if you want to call it magic or what you want to call it, because you look at myself, you know, first time I went in Tier 2 I was getting lapped, you know, not even by crashing out, just slow. And, you know, for the boys in Tier 3 to step up into Tier 2 as reserve, it can bring the best out of you, and Dan's about to finish his lap and stays in 3rd. But yeah, Tier 2,
This is it. This is exactly some of the points that have been brought back and forth across the tier admins and the race day admins, is the fact that, yes, someone may not be quick in their specific tier, but put them in the tier above and racing with those guys that have got a little bit more of an edge, they seem to find an extra gear.
Yeah.
Because they've got something to prove. Also, with a 16.856, so just snatched pole by just over a tenth.
And I think Dan, I don't know if Dan has got another set of fuel. He is slowing down a bit. I don't know if he's on low fuel mode because
he was slowing down because he was going through a hairpin.
I mean, no, I mean, like, so I don't know if you get it. The car itself, or through the headphones, sound like he's in low fuel mode.
No,
like, coming through there.
I think he was just in a low gear. Yeah, teabag, no, exactly what we mean, mate. Sorry, Colin, exactly what we mean. Like, for example, mechanical, reserved in tier 2 for Coulter. Ended up in Q3. Qualified 9th. When he did his tier 3 race on the Sunday, and I think went out in Q2.
Gameful Odds has come out on the softs. And Aston Martin behind him of Kane Lowry is on the Is Gameful gonna test the waters for us? And nearly collided with that Red Bull.
Was that Red Bull Reggie on a hot lap? Sorry, also on a hot lap. No, it wasn't. Also, it was. What car was it?
No, Reggie's in the pits.
It was a white car.
That was clearly that was a Red Bull. The only white car there is a Red Bull. But the car has disappeared. Whether that was a glitch on the game.
It was Guitar. He was on a lap. Scott, did you just drop the F-bomb by any chance?
I don't believe I did.
Scott, Dan heard it.
If I did, then I apologize. But I don't think I did. I mean, if I said it, you would have noticed it.
Yeah, it's quite obvious. But anyways, we digress. As Guitar Maniac just put himself in P4. Yep, so people are starting to come out in the softs. If these two have timed this perfectly to come out in the softs, Reggie's left it a little bit too late. He's got 30 something seconds.
Is crossing the line and he's on the 118, right? So he's going out for a second lap. Reggie is on his out lap.
Apparently, you've now got a season 3 ban, Scott.
That should be a season 3 ban from quali, I think.
Yep, so I'm just going to ride on board with Gainful and see how he gets on.
That's what I'm doing as well. He is looking fast. The track does look dry.
It does seem to have dried out quickly. DRS is now enabled, so he's going to have DRS for the final run to the line.
Yep, it is only... Reggie Starr has finished.
Reggie left the pits with 30 something seconds to go.
Yep, so it's just all eyes on Gainful. What can he do?
Teabag on the front row though, that's a solid quality performance from him. Guitar Maniac, what a lap from him on Inters.
And there is a Aston Martin going crossing the line. What is Kane Lowry going to do? He stays in 6th. But here it comes, moment of truth. Did Gainful pay off?
It does.
And did, yes. Gets him up into 5th.
Well done,
and that is, I believe, Osso Bosso is the last across the line. And stays where he is. And that is all she wrote, I believe.
So just a heads up, Dan is currently sat on the side of the road with a puncture, and he's still sat here watching the stream instead of focusing on, getting his tyre fixed.
Oh, I mean, if he's waiting for a recovery, he could be there till the morning.
They told him an hour and 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, so that's probably an hour and 10 minutes until they think about sending someone out to oil him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure your company could get out quicker, and that's included a flight to Ireland.
Yeah, not even a flight will drive there, mate. You see, Dan should have called me, mate. I would have gone out there, I don't know what car you got. What car does he have, actually?
No idea.
It's a shame that he didn't get puncture on Friday.
Yeah. The shame he hasn't had a puncture every Friday for the last 6 weeks.
That would have been nice. But, you know, it's another thing as well with Dan. You know, it was his last race in Tier 2, and, you know, it's like myself and yourself. Next season, say goodbye to him, because he's up to Tier 1, I would imagine.
Nothing is, as of yet, confirmed when it comes to drivers moving. But there will be a few movers and shakers along the way. Just not gonna release anything as we do have.
You know what? My mission today is to do what all reporters do to Tom Holland when a Spider-Man or a Avengers film comes out, and get as much information out of you as possible.
The only way I can put it without disclosing too much is you'll find out soon enough. Not giving a date when the calendars drop in, not giving a date when the driver draw will be done as concrete dates yet, because we've still got to figure that out. But the calendar is done. That will be released when we feel like it needs to be released. The season start date has already been confirmed, which is, if my memory serves me correctly, the 26th of November. So it is not this Friday, but the Friday after.
Dan said to send Guitar an invite. I haven't got him as a friend.
As you're in the session, you can literally just look at his PSN and just send him an invite that way.
Alright.
Because if I do it, it comes up with a big black blob across the middle of the screen. Yes, Eric, we'll send you an invite as soon as the session is loaded. Don't join during the formation lap, just in case you do glitch the lobby. Just jump back in after start. You'll lose a few positions, but you might also make it through turn 1. And he's joined immediately.
Which is what happened to me in Kota. And in Kota was interesting because I joined to my car halfway around Sector 1 while everyone was still at the pit line.
Yeah.
That was very interesting. Which again, weird because I didn't get a
drive-through for it. Yeah, no, I didn't.
No, nothing. No penalty or anything.
So the session will be starting in like 30 seconds. So nobody did ready up before the host, which is a good thing to see.
Dan says here comes the lobby glitch.
Yep, so it shouldn't glitch the lobby if it's allowed him to join already.
Oh no, and they have lined up.
This is just the formation lap, so
that's Guitar.
Everybody is on the softs except for Guitar Maniac, Teabag, Aiden Gray, who managed to squeak through to 10th, Social Path and Keyboard on the mediums, and then Hound is on the mediums as well. So 16 out of the 20 runners, 15 out of the 20 runners. Yeah, that will just be a bump under the under the formation lap, which he'll start the race with cold tyres because he's not a chance to warm him, but it is what it is. And let's see. Mechanical couldn't release his clutch. Which is odd, but I've been there to, like, during the trial on Thursday, I was sat there waiting for the lights to go out and didn't actually realise the lights had gone out and just sat there with my clutch in for like 2 seconds.
Well, I had the same problem. I mean, I'm on the controller, and my X button on the pits got stuck a little bit, so I was smashing it to try and release the clutch.
Oh yeah, when it's jammed, what do you do? Smash it into the controller even further?
Yeah, to try and get it worked. When in doubt, smash it out. It's like, unless they are coming out back to line up.
Let's see what Chloe said. So the Cashman household today has just had bad days. A bad day. So Dan's son had Dan's version of F1 2021 get stuck in his PlayStation.
That is a killer.
And tried to use a screwdriver to get it out.
No.
As the lights are about to go out and everybody's off very cleanly. Is Baby Dan going to get a mega start, which we've seen a few times?
Well, also Bosso's gone on the inside and
that is an Alfa Romeo just clean off the track.
And there's a McLaren that has spun as well.
So that was
Sociopath.
That was a Red Bull in Guitar Maniac that ended up in Mexico City through turn 1 and 2. Ninja is up into P2.
Yep. With Guitar not that far behind.
Yep, Guitars had dropped back. T-Bag's also dropped back. Aiden Gray's up.
And Colin is having a battle with King Luckman, who I think King Luckman might have got the better on him. And yep, and Quality Boy as well.
Oh, that's a nice move by King Luckman. I'll give him his due.
Yo, no, King of the Hill just forced him off track, that looked like. And Quality Boys took advantage and gone off track. Colin sneaked through though.
Steve Hound has had a little bit of a quiet first lap, but has made up 5 positions in the process.
And Colin looks to make a move with the side-by-side into the first corner.
And Kane Lowry and Sociopath have traded positions. It looks like what was it was Barkman Do that has disconnected.
Teddy Hankey's just taken Paranoid.
Do you mind just sending Barkman Do an invite, please?
Can do.
It's literally spelled how it's pronounced. Let's see if there's any. There we go. On board with Gainful, who's on the back of T-Bag, but he also has Jacket for company. Osso's fan base has actually arrived and now saying, let's go Osso. Where is Osso?
Osso's out in front still.
Yeah, Osso out in the lead.
Half a second clear of Dan, but Dan is closing that gap.
And Dan will Baby Dan will have DRS on the run down to turn 4. Oh, is he going to make the move now?
No, he is getting there.
He will have DRS into turn 4. Yeah. Let's see if we can see a repeat of. I'm not going to say what a repeat of because some people may have not seen the race yet today.
And he's gone on the inside, and he looks like
made it stick. It's a nice move.
He has.
Well done, Baby Dan. A little bit.
Teddy Hankey just got past 8.
This little train now is in a DRS train.
And there's a battle for 8th, 7th and 6th. Aiden looks like to try and get on the back of that.
Yes, so everybody from, I think it's Reggie Star down. No, it's all the way back from T-Bag in this little train that's got to just be full of DRS trains.
I said there's a 4 battle going on here as Aiden looks like he is taking Richie, has he? Aiden Gray's gone into the pit. Has he got damage as well? And Jackie's in the pitch with him.
Yep, so a pair of them might have picked up wing damage at some point there. As I'm on board with King of the Hills, as Mechanical's just sent a nice move round his outside and up the inside of turn 2. But who's got to have DRS? King of the Hills has got DRS along that straight, so unfortunate for Mechanical losing out, and he's about to lose out to Keyboard too.
Like Rocky Boys just took Colin's place.
Yep, just Keyboard.
And that is Lucky Man out of the race again.
King Lockman's out of the race. We're still in the race.
And second penalty.
See, this happened to me on Friday. When I ran out of fuel, I was trying to stay off the track to avoid like getting in anyone's way. And I was getting 10-second penalties for exceeding track limits because I was out of fuel. It makes no sense. Aiden Gray and Jackie are still at it, in fairness to them. Are they both on the same tyre?
And Kane Lowry looks like to get the DRS on Hound, and he does. Into the first corner.
Hound up to P12 already. Solid drive from him so far.
Colin is off the track. Don't know what happened there. He smashes the DHL's promotion board.
To be honest, I'd smash that board too. The Rolex board's infuriating.
Well, it must have been DHL must have lost one of his packages.
When haven't they? Is the answer. Here's the most important question.
Dan increasing the lead, now up to 8/10 in front of Osso.
Osso's still got DRS, but Baby Danny's rinsing his ERS to try and stay ahead.
Yeah, which is actually, I don't think that's a brave move. I would rather let him overtake him and get the DRS.
Yeah, just recharging, just sit in the ERS in the DRS line, zone for a few laps.
Richie and Hound are side by side, and Hound.
Nice move.
Stays where he is. That is lovely.
Great defensive driving.
Hound might have got it's Richie that got the DRS on that.
Yeah, and Hound has managed to stay ahead into turn 4. Osso's fan base is telling Osso to undercut Ninja. Actually, I'm going to ride on board with this battle for a little bit longer because this could turn into
this.
As Steve is actually on the mediums, he will go further into this race. So he could, as long as he keeps it clean and out of trouble, he could get a great result here.
As you said yourself, and I got like 17 to 18 laps on the softs without losing anyone on the mediums.
Yeah, depending what diffs they're wearing, they're using and stuff like that, does all depend on tyre wear. So it all does just depend on who's running what sort of setup.
Sociopath into the pit. Did he pick up damage? Nope. Yeah, they are changing the wing.
Yeah. Where are the McLarens?
16th and 8th.
Yes. So at this point,
17th.
Yeah, at this point they would still take the championship because Gainful is the furthest Alpine in the field, with Paranoid down in P14.
And the field is pretty much spaced out now. Richie still on the back of Hound trying to make his move.
This is it, around Brazil where it's such a tight track. You can physically see the car that's like 4 seconds ahead.
Yeah.
But actually getting them any closer than that does become a little bit of a challenge.
Teddy made a move on Gainful down the straight.
That's exactly where most of the overtakes are going to happen today because... Especially into turn 1.
Richie, 3-second time penalty.
Richie's just absolutely sent one on Hound into turn 1. And Hound has just gone straight back at him.
Yeah, and Hound has got DRS.
I'm just going to say this. Where has this fight from Steve been all season?
Oh, Hound went a little off track there, but saved it. Yeah, this, I think, I'll be honest, I'll go back to Gameful and Teddy Hankey. No, I think that is the closest battle going.
Yeah, and it's been going on for the last few laps,
No,
and they're still at it.
Richie in the Williams is on the back of QWERTY Boy.
Yeah, just jump on board with Steve and Richie in case I miss anything. Just
yep, I'm still on board with them.
Well, and it was QWERTY and Richie, was it?
Yeah, but Richie did fall back on the last corner.
Still got DRS though.
Yep, Richie still got DRS and Hound, looking like to set up a move.
Do you want to invite Jackie back into the session?
Jackie 115.
ERS management is extremely difficult around here.
I think Barkman needs an invite as well.
Paranoid is Barkman can't rejoin apparently.
I'll send him another invite just for the benefit of the doubt.
Let me play this way. Steve, Hound
Paranoid
and
Richie
have been battling that much that they've let Paranoid catch up.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you mean Paranoid, Hound and Steve, not Steve and Hound. Unless they are racing each other in that Ferrari, and that's where Steve's taking over Hound on the wheel. And it looks like Paranoid. That was
so Jackie is apparently DNF'd. He's not just left, he's crashed out.
T-Bag was the wrong way on the track coming into the pit. I believe he might have took damage. And rather slowly into the pit as well. Yeah, I just look. Also, it's getting close. He is right up.
I've just seen Mechanical sideways. Let's take a look. Yeah, also is going to be on his gearbox in the next few corners.
But then also, I'm looking behind, and
Guitar Maniac, Teddy Hankey, and Gameful all driven up behind.
Yeah, Gameful 2 seconds behind that battle, but yeah, it's a battle for who won. It looks like.
He's, sorry, yeah, Guitar Maniac and Gameful have both driven up behind.
Oh, Guitar Maniac in the back of us, also get the little love tap.
Is anybody going to be as brave as Hamilton on the brakes in the sprint race last night?
Yes.
Up against Lando.
Oh, and again a little love tap. Also, Bosso defending well, was trying to attack and defend at the same time. Which, that little tap leaves Teddy Hankey right up the back of the tyre.
The thing is, this is actually benefiting Baby Dan, is he's not involved in this.
Yeah, because Dan is now back up to 8 tenths in the front. And Aiden's watching Aiden Gray. Moves up to 13.
On about the Dan's, actual Dan, so No Fandango has just said pit strategy will make the difference here.
Yeah,
it will do.
Like I said, if I'm looking at if Dan and also Boss up in front, like I said, we done stretch them tyres out. They're looking at the one stop soft mediums, and the same can be with Guitar Mania. If he can hold out to about 25 laps on these,
which I feel like he can.
Yeah, and also Bosso is right up Ninja again on his gearbox. Dan just doing everything he can to try and shake him off.
It would be smart of these three not to battle each other and then just to gang up on Baby Dan. Just use each other for the DRS train. And then when they all get within striking distance, all just take their turns to leapfrog him.
Teddy Hankey is slowly trying to make his way back up to the Guitar Manic, while Reggie and Richie go game for odds in the pits. Coming out the pits now on medium.
Paranoid's kind of just slowly made his way back through the field, hasn't he?
Yep, he's gone to 7. I mean, you look at Hound as well. Hound's up to 8th place now. 12 positions gained.
He's on his Hamilton thing right now, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
That was the PG version of that sentence.
Yep.
One day we will just do an uncut CDR stream, and we will just let loose.
And probably get the channel banned. And also Bosso, and he's done it. Oh, there's a bit of contact there, but Guitar Manic takes also Bosso off the track, and Teddy Hankey's gone through. So now Guitar Maniac is leading the race. And Dan's giving the boys a tip. Pit lap 16 for mediums.
Yep, one stop will win it. Also, his fan base telling him when to box.
And Teddy Hankey is now on the gearbox.
Also, his fan base
Ninja.
from here on out is just going to be referred to as the Osso Zone.
Or just do the band Ozone.
That was the play on words.
It's not the same as Ozone, is it?
No, the Ozone's got a hole in it and also doesn't at the moment.
Oh, and Ninja, has he gone into... Yes, he has. Ninja, has he took up damage though? Or is he... Because like I said, there was quite a bit of contact between Ninja and Ozo. Be interested to see if they're on board with him. It doesn't look...
Yep,
yeah, they have got a wing. Yes, that is... And King of the Hill is going up the pack into 5th. Gaining 6 positions, going on Quoted Boy making a move on the inside. Forcing him wide, and I believe he has done it. Yeah, he has.
That is a nice move by King of the Hills up the inside of turn 4. I just jumped on board as he went round, went up the inside of keyboard. It's a brave place to make the move, but if you make it early, then the corner is yours, and you can put the squeeze on to the outside line. As long as you don't force him off the track, Verstappen.
Well, Hound is up to 7th, gaining 13 positions. Teddy Hankey second with 10 positions gained. Just kind of going up and down the field. You know, there's another battle as also Bosso's into the pits. Oh no, Gameful Odds looks like he might be getting a DRS on Hound on the straight.
He will be. He'll be wanting to make this move now. He's pulled out and sent it.
Hound is not backing out though, and I think Hound
that is very well defended by Steve.
But
that is beautiful Hound defensive driving.
I think though, Gameful always, he's got DRS.
Steven's not giving that up though.
No, and he,
what a move!
Oh, he has saddled he outbraked himself a little bit, but have you been giving him lessons, Kieran? Because that is something you would do.
That is something I did on Avi on Friday night in the early laps. I saw him on my outside, saw a gap on the inside, and just hit the brakes later than he did and pushed him to the outside line of the track. Just about gave him a car's width to, like, his wheel was on the edge of the, like, on the white line, and perfectly legal overtake.
So the top 5 has yet to pit.
I would believe it is, yeah, top 5 yet to pit. Gameful has already made his stop.
Yep. Paranoid is coming in for the pits. About to be going on the mediums. However, King of the Hill and Teddy still looking strong on NM softs. Teddy is gaining time. Yeah, he is gaining time on Mechanic.
So Gameful's pit symbol is popped up in red, so it indicates that he's entered his pit strategy window. Hounds has popped up blue, so I'd assume his is open, but he's not pitting this lap.
Oh, King of the Hill has got the fuel light on as well. Already.
Yeah, yellow fuel light, which means that they may have underfueled.
Yeah, quite a
of the safety
must
car.
have been quite a bit. And so has Hound.
Yep. So when that little screwdriver and wrench goes red, I believe that indicates they are coming into the pits. That lap, or have confirmed that they're coming in.
Guitar Maniac has lost it. I'm not too sure what's happened there.
Exit of turn 1 and 2, well, turn 3.
I think now it's the time for him to change his mediums. Oh, they must be cooking now. Hound up into 6th, up into 5th.
He is on. So Hound has actually completed more overtakes in 17 laps than Hamilton completed in 24. Yeah. Registar has binned it. Is that going to be a safety car?
Well, I mean, I don't think you've heard anyone say this since Sebastian Vettel in a Ferrari a few years ago, but here comes Hound. As he is trying to close that gap between Gameful, and he is
only a few seconds away.
Yeah.
So
Teddy and King of the Hill both in the pits. What is Hound
so
gonna
this
do?
will put Hound into net P2.
Yep.
So
Hound looks like he is staying out. Yep.
Yep. So he will jump into second as into third as it stands. With Gainful being net P1. What tyres did
they're all out on mediums.
Yeah, what tyre did Gainful start on?
I'm pretty sure
if you go into Race Director and click his name, it should come up with what tyre he picked.
Pit start.
I think it was soft that he started on and took the early stop. No, Gainful.
No, Gainful. Yeah, soft mediums.
So he took the early stop and is aiming to do 25 laps on a set of mediums.
Which is possible, but on the last few laps
they will feel like death.
Yeah. And Hound, I've missed it, but Hound is off track. What happened there? Hound's back into 10th.
Hound has got no front wing.
Oh. What happened there?
I would say it's about time he took those mediums off.
Yep. Well, the last one to pit now is Guitar Maniac.
He's just got to plummet to the back of the field now. I think those mediums with the fuel load that you start the race on are gone.
Well, the only ones yet to have pitted.
Aiden Gray is now in the pits.
Yeah.
And gets 5 seconds of speed in pit lane.
Guitar Manic, is he gonna pit this lap or not? He's on 18 on the mediums. What's going to be interesting here though is the likes of King Luckman as he's moved up into 17, but I feel like he's still lapped.
Yeah,
he's only on 13 laps on mediums.
Yeah, he's quite a way off the pace.
Sociopath when Guitar Maniac is losing the rear a little bit. I think that should be a sign for him to pit.
He may feel like he can drag those out. Bearing in mind, he's been on those for 18 laps, so he did make an early pit stop. He pitted on lap 2. So he's on a recovery drive as it is.
Karate Boy, the last not to be pitted, and he on lap 19. Is he gonna?
It's about a 22-second pit stop, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he is looking at coming out around about P8.
Yeah.
Which 16 laps on a set of softs. T-Bag has DNF'd. Where was that?
Let's have a look at Ninja, because Ninja is catching.
It looks like T-Bag's dropped it just before the pit lane.
Again,
that is a weird place to crash.
Yeah. Unless he must have clipped the grass with one of his rear wheels.
Yeah. Or as Hound is sending it into turn 1.
Yep, Hound has already gained 4 positions since his pit stop.
Yeah, he's at that point of his race now where he can just, those softs will just be in a nice window. First 5 laps, treat every lap as a quali lap. Gainful has gotten past security because keyboard is pitted. And he's come out in, P5. He's got to drop down a little bit more.
Ninja gets back up into P2.
Yeah, but he's committed to the 2-stop strategy.
Yeah.
Keyboard actually came back out in P5. And he's on the soft tyre with less laps to go on them. So he could actually
laps, that's possible, because like I said, you realise we done 70 laps on the softs as well as your quali laps.
Yes. So he is in a good position.
And it's a battle again, it's a battle for 2nd place. Ninja, Teddy, Guitar and Great Ball all within nearly half a second of each other.
Wrong Tim.
Wrong Tim?
In the comment section he said that only Grosjean would crash where T-Bag did.
And the DRS train is here.
Ninja is...
Teddy made a move on the Ninja, nearly went into the wall there. And Quirky Boy has moved up on Maniac. It's going to be interesting, like I say, Quirky Boy, he is going to be faster for the next sort of 6-7 laps before they drop off. It's just whether he can get ahead of them two and create enough gap so when he does drop off, he doesn't lose too much time from the cars behind.
Yep, because those mediums will feel like rubbish for a few laps after, say, lap 7, but then they'll start coming back into the road.
And he looks like he's making a move on the inside of Ninja. No,
that is a brave place to try and overtake.
Yeah, no, he looked like going on the cap, but Dan is defending.
Yep, is he going to try and switch back into this hairpin?
I know. Me personally, Quirky Boy, I would say just stick behind Dan. Stay close. Don't risk you know you got 14 laps left and you've got that inside line as he has now.
King of the Hills is retired.
Waiting for that DRS. And he slows off the accelerator. Ninja's
safety
in the pits car. Ninja timed that perfectly. Ninja pitted and no, he didn't. No, I thought Dan might have just got that pit, but Guitar Maniac's come out.
Yep.
No, this is see, but then again,
Arso's in the pits. Arso is putting on a set of softs to go to the end.
Yep. Now, what is Teddy and Ninja gonna do? Because they are Gainful. The Gainful, I would say, is gonna come in. He's got 10 laps of mediums. It would be wise for him to come in the pits, lose a couple positions, and get that softs out because Quirky Boy will definitely catch him. Teddy Hankey's tyres are 6 laps younger than what they are compared to Gainful. Ninja's on 8 laps.
Yeah, even Steve is back into the pits. I'm assuming he's going for a fresh set of softs.
Yep, Richie, I'm surprised. Won't be surprised if they both come in. What's going to be interesting though? Who was it? Is Hound is on?
He's come back into the pits.
Yeah, but he also see this could benefit Hound as well because if he switches his fuel into low fuel
Guitar
mode,
Maniac's just got a drive through.
That is not going to help him. Because he could have theoretically moved up into 2nd place if everyone above him were mediums pit. Dan has stayed out. Gainful has come in, and so has Teddy. So Quirky Boy, 2 laps. There's about probably another lap or 2 of the safety car. So Quirky Boy might have about another lap or 2 before his soft starts to die out.
Yeah, he could have made the decision to go back to the mediums.
Yeah.
Which... Oh, it's nice to see the safety car actually pulling out in a reasonable place. Yeah. And actually picking up the field in the middle of the track instead of just being pulled over to the right or the left.
Now, if you are, I mean, if you look down from 5th to 9th, Guitar Maniac, I mean, how many, what has he got? Where's these penalties?
Guitar Maniac has just got a drive-through.
Yeah, so, okay, that puts him out of the race, possibly, because he's still got his 5 seconds to serve.
Yeah, that puts him out of contention for a podium. Steve has got 3 seconds. I know that, but I think it's 3 seconds.
Steve's got 6 seconds. So everyone, so Colin's got 3 seconds, Hound, Richie, and Aiden have 6, and King Luckman has got a drive-through. But again, I don't think that does affect him, because I think he's still a lap down. Yeah. Well, according to this, Richie, Aiden, and Colin are all a lap down.
Yes, they are. That is legit. That is a legit lap down.
Yeah, because I was going to say, before Guitar got his drive-through, I was going to say he had 5 seconds, which basically means everyone down to King Larry and 9th, if they can all basically stay gearbox to gearbox, that could force Guitar down to 9th place.
Ninja's just picked up a 5-second penalty for a collision with... was it Keyboard?
Right, yeah.
So, let me play it this way. With Gainful getting his drive-through, Sociopath being down in P8 with essentially 9 laps to go after the safety car restart, Ninja, Teddy Henke, Keyboard, King Lowry and Hound all inside the top 10, none of which have won a race yet.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think actually has Baby Dan won a race?
I'm not too sure.
I think he may have won one in season 1, but I'm not entirely sure. But anyways, my point stands that all of them could be in line for their first win.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is as well is, I'm looking at Guitar Maniac and I'm thinking, when I had a drive-through, I think this was going back to, I think it might have been France I got my drive-through. What I done for the safety car was I held everyone back to a point of where you wasn't getting told to catch up to the safety car, but on the outlap I held back. So when the lights went green, I was still behind the pit entry, so I managed to serve my drive-through the moment the safety car went in, which slows everyone up to leave them battling to then give you a good chance of trying to catch up.
You also want the field to space out as much as possible in the 3 laps before you take your drive-through, so then you don't lose as many positions in the process.
Yeah.
I remember I got one in China way back when I first started league racing, and it was for jumping the start. I took the first 3 laps of the race, made up 14 positions in the process, then pitted to take my drive-through, and still only made 1 stop in the actual race from hards to mediums, and still finished P4. But it's fantastic to see, even in the season finale, where there's still a few things to be won or lost on an individual standpoint, and constructor still needs to be sewn up. There's still a full grid, like there is every week without fail. Safety car should be in this lap, by the way. Yep, safety car is in this lap.
Yep.
So is Teddy Henke gonna get a great safety car restart, or is it gonna descend into chaos? Because he could go now, which he hasn't done.
No, but he is gonna go. He should go now, because Quirky Boy, yeah, he's gone. But no, what is he doing? Dan, though, that worked in favour for Dan. No, I think Dan overtaked on a yellow and had to give that position back.
Got the overtake done before the line, yes. as Keyboard straight up the inside of Teddy Henke on the exit of turn 3.
Yeah.
They've dropped Baby Dan there.
And he goes on the inside. This is a intense battle.
Battle of the Mercedes power units. And because of that safety car, those 5-lap-old softs will feel like 3-lap-old softs, so they'll be in their element.
Maniac, Surtees drive-through.
Yep, King Luckman's just left the session. As Qatar Maniac actually served his drive-through.
Let me have a look. No, he hasn't. Out the pit. I did jump on board a little bit late.
He might have tried to serve it as a safety car went in.
Keyboard into the lead.
After he watched the comments back from his debut, he actually did change his Discord name to add Keyboard into it as a nickname.
And Dan looks to, as it stands, Dan will drop into 7th place.
Yeah, but there's still 8 laps left to go, so anything can happen.
Making his way through to Paranoid on the back of Dan now.
Hound is up to P8, and he's on the back of
Kane Lowry.
Yes.
And Sociopath is Sociopath looking to still delete the win because he is gaining.
In the next few laps, we're going to have to start discussing potential driver of the day nominations. And depending on the final result is what will swing it for me.
I mean, I already have an idea.
Oh, Ninja's in the pits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Ninja took damage on one of the overtakes. No, he didn't. He's serving his penalty.
Gameful just picked up 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane, which will help Hound.
So Ninja, I don't know if he just went in for fresh shots or if he went in to do his penalty.
I think he went in for fresh softs just to get, just to blast through the field and treat every lap as a quali lap.
If that, can he fight his way back? He is
22 seconds behind Steve. But he's now no longer got 5 seconds worth of penalties. So
yes, so he has to just fight at 12 seconds really.
He could theoretically just finish P8, which is still a great drive from him. A little bit unfortunate, but Keyboard is dominating at the moment, up 13 positions into the lead.
Also, Bossos just took Paranoid on the DRS, moving him up into 4th. Sociopath though, is he gonna catch Keyboard?
With 3 seconds and 6 laps to go, he's got to catch him by half a second a lap.
Which is possible because, same thing happened to me, same position. Well, I mean, I was further back, I was in 4th trying to catch up to, I was in 3rd place trying to catch up to Matey Boy, I believe. It is possible with them 6 laps, if he can get perfect lap time and perfect cornering through every lap, he can do this.
But it's got to be, he's got to catch him by half a second a lap, which will get him on his gearbox for the final lap. And then he's got to make the move and make it stick, which is a lot more difficult than it actually sounds. He has caught him by half a second this lap though.
Yeah.
Sociopath is just so quick.
He is. He had a rough start at the start of the race, but that safety car definitely has helped him.
It has, as Paranoid's just picked up 3 seconds, and Kane Lowry has just been overtaken by Hound. As he had Kane Lowry's had a moment, and so has that's
Richie
one of the lap
cars.
which is Richie.
that's a problem I had as well with the ghost cars. I think I was having a battle with Steady Luke, and there was a lapped car that was getting in the way and affecting the braking distance.
I think that might have been me.
No, you was the second one. I can't remember who the first one was.
Was it Raphael?
Yes. No, I can't remember who it was.
Was it another Alpine?
No. No, it might. I'll be honest, I can't remember. I just remembered that me thinking what was the back of Steady Luke's car was the ghost car's back, and literally I was nearly outbraking myself into Luke. Sociopath is now under, no, still 2 seconds.
Only 4 attempts this lap, half a second this lap, so yep, that gap is coming down. Those softs have started to fall off.
Yep. Dan is catching though. He is 14 seconds behind Kane Lowry on his first so and Kane
Ninja's made his way past Kane Lowry.
Yeah, Kane Lowry's in the pits with wing damage. Oh, but that's a 3-second warning. So now, Guitar Mania, it could. He's 9 seconds. Richie D has picked up a 3 seconds.
I think I think if the Ferraris stay as they are, this will be their best joint finish of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember at the start of the season, I think Hound made a group chat saying Ferrari for the win.
And none of the Ferrari boys took a win this season.
Yeah, no, we haven't. If it weren't for Clay, I would have got my win in Italy.
That's what I said. If it wasn't for Dan, I would have taken my win in Zandvoort.
Yeah.
Turns out you didn't, because he also had a penalty to come off. I hope, actually, speaking of Dan, I hope that he's managed to get his puncture fitted, sorted, and he's on his way home. I'm just got to ride on board with keyboard while we...
Well, I'm watching Sociopath still, and he's got it down to 1.7 now.
Yeah, he can see keyboard ahead of him, just about on track.
Yep, he's a corner ahead of him, going into the little S sector. And he's
they're even on DRS
already. Yep.
So it's just a sheer battle of who's got more grip.
Yeah, the Sociopath is down. So in them 3-4 laps, he has done half a second a lap, which is what he needs to do.
He is on fresher tyres by 2 laps.
Yep.
So Teddy Henke will be actually coming into his own in the next lap or so, but he's also 3 seconds behind. Also up into P4, and can see the back of Teddy Henke's car.
Yep.
Then Paranoid Hound
is gaining another 10th. He is gaining another 10th. Got a lovely exit on that corner of the DRS straight.
The center S's, if you absolutely nail them, it is so satisfying. But it is just getting the entry to the first one right, which then sets up the rest. And they are, if you miss the apex by even half an inch, it just feels like you're spending the entire time trying to wrestle the car back onto line.
Sociopath looking to try and get... Yeah, he's catching slowly.
I think Steve's pizza, the ultra pudding pizza, may have annoyed him a little bit and incentivized him.
That is, I mean, that is for Steve. That Yorkshire pudding pizza is probably the closest to normality he will get.
Yeah, Steve is up 14 places, by the way.
Yeah, mate, it's like, you know, as you say, you know, we were talking about drives of the day earlier. Like I said, I am stuck between Quirty Boy and Steve.
Same here.
Because Steve, like, he has gone from last to gain 14 places. Quirty Boy, I think, has got 13 places.
Yeah, he started P14.
Yeah.
So it's just...
It's...
Keyboard is up there because it's race win.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
up 13 places. But Steve is up 14 places after getting disqualified from quali for no reason. Hasn't had the cleanest races. He has lost his front wing. I had made a pit stop when it wasn't really necessary, and still fought his way back through.
But no, I think I'm gonna have to go for Quality Boy. I mean, it's not just that. Yeah, as you say, Steve. Yeah, he has gone from last, and at one point he was looking to go from last to a podium. And I think if he didn't have that wing damage, then 100% he would have been my driver of the day.
Paranoid just picked up a 3-second penalty.
3 seconds. So that means
he's on 3 seconds himself. So Steve will still finish behind him on track as a result.
And you know what I'm looking at? This will be. I mean, I'm looking at the driver's and I think this will be Keyboard's first set. It will. It'll be his first set of points as well.
Yeah, he's only done 2 or 3 other races, I believe.
Yeah. He came last. I'm just looking now. He came last on round 13.
Yeah, absolutely solid job from him today.
Yeah, he has.
It might just be a track he loves. Like, we've all got it. We've all got that one track that we are just a different level on than
Quality Boy
than our usual selves. And he's got it wrapped up. 1.1 seconds. Sociopath has been beaten fair and square. I didn't think I'd say that this season.
But yeah, for me, Quality Boy have to be driver of the day.
Teddy Henke and Hound as honourable mentions.
Definitely 100%. Even Paranoid, he gained 10 positions as well.
Yes. I think that is actually Steve's best result of the season in Tier 3. I don't actually quote me on that, but I believe it is his best result of the season in Tier 3.
Yeah.
And we'll help him in. Where will we put him in the standings? Because I think he's just got 12 points.
Aim for Lodge picked up 5 seconds.
Yep, which is plummeting him down the standings.
See, even though Quality Boy appeared, he took their medium to 15 laps as well. Soft, sorry, not the medium. He took the soft.
Sociopath showing what type of man he is in the Discord. The first thing he does is congratulate Keyboard on his race win.
Actually, I can't see that, but it's always nice. It's, supporting one of each other, on the track, off the track, help. That's the thing I've realised with CDR. It's, you're racing for yourself, you're racing to win. But I mean, I've been in chats with yourself. I've been in with Dan, Clay, Mechanical. I've been in with Aiden the past 2 races. And like you say, you don't show them all your cards. You keep your cards close to your chest. But exactly this for Tier 1 and 2. Saturday to Thursday, everybody's willing to help anybody. Yeah. Friday, race day, cards go close to your chest. Then as soon as the race is over, tempers may get flared, adrenaline runs high, things get said that aren't exactly appropriate at times. But I can second that on adrenaline running high, mate. I'm the worst for that, probably.
Then bridges are mended, and it's all back to how it was on the Saturday. Then Tier 3, Monday to Saturday, they're all willing to help each other, all getting on with it. Yeah. And then Sunday comes around, and it's just, you know what, guys, we're going to battle today. Let's just get it over and done with. So just a quick run through the driver standings, just for the stream purposes, so then we can grab the provisional race results. With the top 10 being Q2 Boy, Sociopath, Teddy Henke, also Bosso, Paranoid, Hound, Ninja, Guitar Maniac, Kane Lowry, Gainful Odds. Then we have Mechanical finishing in 11th, Aiden Gray in 12th, Richie D in 13th, Richie 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in 14th, Bark Bandu in 15th, King Lockman outside of the points unfortunately 16th, Jackie in 17th, King of the Hills 18th, Teabag 19th, and Registar 20th, who I believe were the only DNFs of the session, which are King of the Hills, Teabag, and Registar. So all in all, a very entertaining race, and congratulations to Keyboard. Very well done on your first race win after, what, 3 races? And from me and Scott tonight, we are all over and done with for the season, and we will be back in a couple of weeks at the regular time in the regular place.